Smart 24, driving business.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying tuned. This is Smart 24 TV and we drive your business. My name is Anthony Sabale. This is the point. So of course when we get to discuss different topics and get to break them down for you, especially for you, the business person, the entrepreneur, the young person, anyone out there who is interested in business. I'm with the CEO of Bravo Shoes, Mr. CJ Bryan, and of course, Mr. Okwijuka Alexander, who is the head of communications at MTAC. Today we are talking branding. Mr. Alexander, when you look at the trends, like you said, they have changed with time, and evolution has come, especially in the media and technology age. When you look at the current business branding or advertisements or marketing, it's more of online. And more businesses are getting to realize this and they're jumping on the trend. However, some people are not doing it right and others are doing it so well that they have actually benefited almost 100% from the online branding. What would you say would be some strategies that especially entrepreneurs could embrace in as far as digital marketing and branding is concerned?
Thank you so much, Anthony. A long time ago when we were growing up deep in Chigarama, we used to sing a song that I will translate it. That the world is moving on a big tire. Come, let's go with it so it doesn't leave us. When I look at what is happening today, I have no option but to remember those innocent songs that we used to sing then. And true, the world is revolving, it's on the move. And technology advancement has really come at a higher speed than anyone expected. Maybe 20 years ago, it was not very easy for you, Anthony Sebale from Masaka, to even find it easy to talk to someone, to Alexander Chokujuka from Chigaram. But today, you may find Sebale on a daily basis. Sebale interacts with maybe 5 friends from the US. It's very easy, it's cheap, affordable, and swift, and it's even innovative. I don't think that our fathers those days could even afford a video call. A video conferencing. I don't think it was possible. But these are advancements that have come because the world keeps changing, it's dynamic, and people keep innovating a number of them and all that. Whereas it was the only most reliable way of putting word out there, putting brands out there then was either through TV and radio. Today, you actually you can run a business for even 5 to 10 years and you successfully sell without necessarily going to TV or even radio. Because there are all of these social platforms that you can leverage on to build an audience. Before we got into the program, we were checking, people who are following on social media and the like. You realize that these days, people are even paid money to help others build audience on social media. And once that audience has been built, then the one with the biggest audience can be paid to promote products and brands. And that is happening, and young people, I want to applaud them. They are making some good money from that. I therefore think that any business in the 21st century, especially like now, where we are living in information age, and there are very many enabling, platforms for information transfer, interaction, and exchange and all that. I would think that it is suicidal not to think about leveraging some of these opportunities, because when you look at the statistics here in Uganda, for instance, You want to appreciate how many people in Uganda are online. I market for a number of agencies, and I've taken a keen interest in appreciating where people get to know about some of the products that we sell. And you realize that almost 90% of them will tell you we heard about this from online, you know. And online, yes, online can mean, for instance, the World Web, but online, for majority of the young people, it is basically social media: Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat.
Yes.
Snapchat, there are those ones which beautify people, you know, and the like. So I think that it's a whereas some other people still find it as a challenge, I think it's a very great opportunity, because then we are able to sell without necessarily meeting the high costs that you would otherwise have to meet if you were to sell like on these other platforms, the conventional ones, you know, TV, radio, newspapers, and the like. So for me, and also, Anthony, one other thing that I want to tell you, of course, I work with an institution that teaches adults, young adults. You realize that when a child is coming through a diploma or a certificate at MTAC, irrespective of what certificate it is or what diploma it is, one of the requirements is the smartphone. And this smartphone, this young person will at some point fail to get 2,000 to have lunch. But I can guarantee you every day they'll have money to have data on that phone. So it's a moving resource. It's a resource that is available to everyone, that you just simply have to find a way of creatively packaging whatever you have to sell and push it out there. You have no control over who it will reach. Yeah. And that for me is a very great opportunity that I think it was only if someone wants to commit suicide, then they would, you know, abandon it or ignore it. But I think that it's something that we should, you know, leverage on. We need to involve, definitely grow our skills of leverage social media. We need to appreciate the basic standards of communication, especially on social media, and that will help us grow businesses and sell our brands.
Thank you, Mr. Alexander.
Welcome.
Mr. ECJ, without your business online, it's not in the minds of your consumers. Yeah. Your product is not in the minds of your consumers. But in the first session, you talked about intellectual property, trademarking, protecting the brand. When you come to online marketing, like he has mentioned, there are so many opportunities, but I see so many challenges as well that have come with the online marketing. Duplication of brands, forgery, so many other things, people stealing other people's IPs and so on and so forth, and misusing them, cybercrime, scams that I've seen billions of money. If you look at the statistics, how much money is actually scammed online, you'll be sure. So what do you think that entrepreneurs and other people that are looking at branding themselves online can do to safely maneuver the internet?
Yes, just to let you know that now Facebook use Facebook so much. They have moved to another level now, where internally they have created ways of protecting these brands. That if I landed on somebody using my products, my branding and everything, I'm able to report them and I will bring them down. And this has happened. And because once you're trademarked, you have proof of everything, then you're able to show them that you're documented, and then they move forward to protect you. Yes, everybody has talked about Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and everywhere. And then there are many, actually 70, 60%, 70% who are saying it's not working for them. Mm-hmm. But where do we go wrong? It's another thing going on Facebook, Twitter, and Facebook and post all your products. And it's another thing even converting those people that that follow you. Mm-hmm. I'm one of, I think businesses that has never paid for advertisement on Facebook. And people should know that actually Facebook, its core business is not advertisement. Its core business is community. Okay? Now, you need to grow through the organic. What does organic mean? Create your own better content that is really original. Yeah. Now, so many people push products out there. I'll give you an example. I've seen many people push products. You like an item, you send in an inquiry, nobody will ever answer you. You post on the pages your products, people are tired of products, you know.
Yeah.
And on Facebook, we're tired of products.
There's not entertainment.
Yeah, sometimes, Bravo Shoes sells shoes for children, yes. And what next? I have over 140,000 followers on Facebook. And I say, okay, all 140,000, they already know that we sell school shoes.
What else?
What next?
Yeah.
So you need to understand that the same people that you have that follow you are the same people who love humor.
Yeah.
They love the social parts of life. They like to see what you're doing in the community. They like to see
Corporate social responsibility.
absolutely corporate social responsibility. Now, most people come in and start putting products, and then there are these guys that came. Okay, let's pay for adverts that will get followers. Yes, I know you can pay $200, $300. You are on 0, 2, 3 people. Then in 1 month, somebody can assure you they'll get 10,000 followers for you, which is okay. But if 10,000 followers land on your page, what next? Most people do not know they are snoozed. Okay? Now, what next? We need to engage beyond just paying Facebook. I have never paid for Facebook for my kind of work. You can't believe it. And I do organic with how big Bravo Shoes page is. Now, we have the capacity that there is no inquiry that will come to Bravo and it will not be responded to. Any inquiry I will respond to. We have what we call engagement. What is engagement? The engagement is you being there to interact with your customers right from there. It's not about putting products and you start selling product, then you put there, you say, if you wish, contact me. If you like, look at my flyer. You go and sleep. You need to have this interaction. Now, there's something that actually people are forgetting today. One of the best platforms I will market on Zero to Market on your TV is Google.
Yeah.
Google My Business. It's one of the largest actually. Most people do not know the capacity Google has getting messages from Google. There's a lot of messages that come through Google, not any other platforms. You can imagine. And once the algorithms are able to pick you, you do your business. Any inquiry, interact with your person. If someone asks something and you reply, there are those who don't want to pick their call. There are those who want to finish the business right from there. There are those who don't want to go to any other place. That's why you see like Facebook and they are avoiding links. When you put up a link on Facebook, they will lower because they don't want to get out of their platform. So they want you to do business through their platform and they will start growing your page. That's what happens. So as you start putting in external links, they will start lowering your information in the newsfeed. Okay? So these are some of the things that people who are out there frustrated. Please engage your followers. And engaging followers means that whatever you have posted out there, I'm not giving something simple. When you post a product and somebody comments, press like, love, wow, anything.
An emoji.
It shows somebody that you're in sync with them. Okay? You pay attention to them. However much I know there are those who comment badly, even the bad ones, just click something to know that you have recognized their bad comment. And leave it there. Because everybody wants to have the good comments on the page. If I go on the page and I see only good comment, I will not like it because I need to know that there are people who are. Yes. You get it?
Yeah.
So here it markets us. It gives us the leeway to make sure that whatever we're doing, we're in sync. If somebody asks you for a message and sends you a message, please reply to them. Don't just tell me WhatsApp me. Now you're taking people off the WhatsApp.
Yes.
Maybe if WhatsApp is owned by a platform, they are trying now to limit, to keep on their platform because they're trying also to promote businesses that are doing business right on their platform, not those who are getting out. Now, the more you get out, the more your information will never show up in the news feed. Because we're putting up links that take away people from Facebook.
Yeah.
And yet Facebook wants you to start, begin to the end of your transactions, and they'll be very, very comfortable. Of course, as we talked about the cyber crime, there's a lot. You need to know how to interpret. It's like when you mail, you just need to understand how to interpret wrong mail, you need to interpret wrong messages, you need to interpret, there's a lot of spamming completely. Once you learn how to interpret, you're very good to go. Yes.
Oh, interesting insights there. Mr. Alexander, he makes a very huge point when he talks about, first of all, you looking at feedback, getting people feedback. And in Uganda, we don't like negative criticism. You see, people want to be only praised and, they don't want that positive criticism that says, hey, I really think this wasn't good, or maybe customer care wasn't good at your place. How do you think entrepreneurs can also embrace this criticism? Because, like I said, you sometimes get so disappointed in the way our products are portrayed in the public.
Yeah.
Anything made in Uganda, you will see it from afar. You will not need to know whether this is a Ugandan-made product or not. Just by the way, the font of this, just look at the font of the letters on the product.
Yeah.
You know, this must be Ugandan.
Yeah,
What is lacking?
Yeah.
Where is the missing link?
Thank you.
Is it our packaging? Is it our lack of standards? Where is the lacking?
Thank you so much, Anthony. And for starters, I want to first ask you a question. What would happen? What would you do if you went to check yourself in the mirror and you realize that your face is actually dirty? Would you break the mirror or would you go and clean your face?
You definitely clean your face.
Thank you so much. Feedback from clients for any business or even any person, even as an individual, feedback from other people is only as good as the image you get when you check yourself in the mirror. The best is never to get angry about what they have told you. The best is always to take what they have told you with an open mind. I usually tell people that if you are either as an individual, you want to be better in life, or as a business, you want to be better in business, I always tell people to operate on a simple principle. Operate with an open mind, but with a closed heart. An open mind to enable you welcome whatever comes to you, but then a closed heart to enable you respond to whatever comes to you with less emotion. Because when you respond with a lot of emotion, definitely, you will not really benefit from that feedback and the like. So for me, feedback is definitely part of, business excellence, personal excellence and the like. Because the moment you get feedback, then you get to know what other people perceive, either you, or what you do, or even what you are. The best is to see what is not right and respond to it. Yeah. He talks about engagement. It's very important that it's only through engagement that you even get to know what people think about your product. Especially if you are talking to people that have consumed your product. Because then what they're telling you is out of experience. Let me mention this as well. In marketing, we say people don't buy your product per se. There are two things that people buy. One is the convenience and ease with which one accesses your product or service. That's one of the things that people buy. Yeah. The second thing that people buy is the feeling that this person will get while consuming your product or service. Ask yourself, MTN and Airtel, both are telecom companies. They sell almost similar products, yeah? Almost similar, prices and all that. But ask yourself why someone would select one over the other. Yeah. You remember when MTN had just come, a line was how much? Maybe
12,000.
12,000, around there.
Those big cards.
The big ones.
Yes.
When Airtel came, yes, exactly. Today, there are even some telecom companies that give out free SIM cards. Yeah. Why? Because they want you, number one, to access their products, their services. And once you access them, they want to make it as convenient as possible. And they also want you to make it a good feeling using their products. So remember when Airtel came and brought these prepaid calls, and they're calling them free calls. And everyone was running for them because they are free calls, So it's very important that you listen to your customer, especially after they have consumed your product or your service. Listen to them. Whatever they are telling you, it is for your good. It is for the good of your product, because then you either know that you are doing well and you maintain, or you're doing badly and then you improve. So I think that it's very equally important to engage customers. Yes, like my brother mentions, you want to keep an eye on that message that is coming in and respond to it. Yeah. Sometimes you may find a message that you don't have to respond to by giving a statement or anything. But at least you see, this social media has a lot of tools, emojis. These days there's an emoji for laughing, there's an emoji for crying, there's an emoji for getting surprised, there's an American for sleeping at all. So all that really for being thankful. So there is no way you can say that you can fail to respond.
Or you don't have time.
Yes.
You don't have time.
You don't have time to write.
You can afford.
I wanted to respond to questions later, but I think this question is related. There's someone watching called Regan Howard. He asks that I'm an entrepreneur. What role does customer perception and brand reputation play in accessing new markets? And he's saying, what the reputation, because you've been to a restaurant where this food is not really tasty.
Yeah.
But the way you enter, this lady, the way she welcomes you into the restaurant and everything, you feel like eating there all the time. I think that's the question, kind of. How is that related to branding?
Okay.
Yes.
Just to add on my brother what he says on the issue of how, what people buy. Actually, people do not buy how much you sell, but they buy how you sell. Okay? Once again, people do not buy how much you sell, they buy how you sell. So when we look at the reputation you're talking about, there's something there are two things people do not differentiate. And I want our listeners to understand these two things. We have a commodity and a product. People do not differentiate between two things. Now, what is the product? If I give you an example, Bravo shoes. Our product in Bravo shoes are shoes, school shoes for children. That is our commodity. Our commodities are shoes.
No.
And what is our product?
Shoes.
No. Shoes are not our product. There is one restaurant in Kampala, I will not mention it, not to advertise them. But anyway, I can. Maybe they are your partners. I'm sorry to use these charts. We've got to use them because we're trying to use live examples for that. Somebody watching us can really understand, because we're here to train people, isn't it? To show them. And we need to give them live examples. My apologies for the management. I'll give you two companies. One is Cafe Java's. And what is Cafe Java's product? Cafe Java's products, the teas, the juices,
Milkshakes.
the milkshakes, the cupcakes, and whatever. Those are the commodities of Cafe Java's. But what is the product of Cafe Java's? The product of Cafe Java's is one. When you go to Cafe Java's, you're received by somebody at the point of entry who welcomes you.
That's true.
Get to your table, they locate you the table. Somebody gives you a menu. Another person comes and orders for the food. After you getting your commodity, the food, as you start to eat your meal, in less than a minute or two, the manager walks to you and says, "Sir, how's your breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh, how's your lunch?" Now, the manager or the supervisor of Cafe Java's has delivered the products to you. Do you get the point?
Absolutely.
The product of Cafe Java's is delivered by the supervisors and the managers, not the other commodity that you're buying. Now, they deliver the product. And the product here is just them coming to you and ask you, how was your breakfast? How was your lunch?
Yep.
Means that they want to handle if any complaint is there. Should you say the sausages are not right, they will withdraw the order and they will give you another order.
Yeah.
Their product has been delivered. You see?
Yeah. It's a chain.
Absolutely. The
Yeah.
chain of the product.
Yeah.
So they are selling their product. The product is been making comfort of you while you are in their premises. Selling whatever they're selling you is showing you that even if you complain, yes, the sausages may be good, but probably you had malaria and they are not tasty. They don't want to burn you. It's there to make you comfortable
Yeah.
as a client. Let's go to KFC. These are two brands. What is the product of KFC? You enter KFC, you make your order, and this order is delivered within no minute to you. The lead time, I call it the lead time. So they found their product, which they have to sell to people out there, into the lead time. the time of order and the time of delivery. Are we together?
Yeah.
Now, why do we have to focus on the product than the commodity? I can sell you eggs and I give you a guarantee. Huh? Whoever comes to my shop, I'm talking about people who are out there. I can sell you eggs and I give you a guarantee. If I'm giving you eggs when they're bad, return them. If they're told they break, please return them. Come back to me. Who takes up eggs without being careful because they are fragile?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to connect myself to my business, that I am able to protect you beyond whatever you're doing and feel at home to always come back to me. Should you find 1, 2, 3 eggs gone bad, return, because I'm trying to sell a product where somebody is hard to overtake me, because products are really things that you attach to your business and you feel that it's hard for somebody to have
Take it
it.
home.
And those are some of the things that differentiate us from the rest.
Yeah.
You think here, you would think it is the only restaurant that sells food in Uganda. But because of their product that is beyond that, it becomes difficult for you to compete with them. I mean, they are selling chicken. KFC doesn't have the best chicken. I'll be sincere to you. There are other people who are making very good chicken. But I choose to go to the picture because of their products. That I will order in a few minutes. I will have my order.
About the lump sum.
Absolutely.
Not just the
Absolutely. So the product is what we look for.
The whole experience.
The whole experience.
I'm saying, Mama Betty, I need to know.
Absolutely. Otherwise, that's why we choose to go for not so best product,
Yeah.
but how we are treated, but how we enjoy the product. Okay? Then we will be the best commodities that have. There are many shoes out there, but somebody chooses to go to Bravo shoes. Why? Probably I have my product and I'm selling to my clients.
Absolutely, we're coming back. I think you're right there. On some initiatives you're using at Bravo that some people are not actually seeing out there and that they can adopt in their businesses. We'll talk about branding and definitely the conversation is ongoing. You can get to hit us up on our social media. That's on our Twitter handle at Smart24TV now. You can also go to our YouTube. Right now we are live and go in the comment section. We'll be able to interact there. My name is Anthony. We are taking a quick breather. Stay with us.